I listened to your revision.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it sounds so good.
Oh, thank you.
I love
I'm
it.
really looking forward for the performance. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, me too. Yes,
Yeah, I'm sorry the piece is getting so much longer.
Yeah, what happened? Like, it was like 10 minutes. Oh my god, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that we can start from there. So where did you start?
Where did I start? I started like I don't know if you. I just like the waltz part, like I start with that. Like it's measure 61 if you have the score, but it's fine. It's just the second section. I start with that part first. It was the draft I sent to you. It's just a really beautiful section. I feel like that was the time. I feel like I was super blessed by everything because I feel like I haven't worked with composition for a long time. I got shows and performances all the time, but I feel like I don't create anything at all anymore. And I feel like there are still people commission me, wanted to hear my music, and I just feel like really happy. So I created that section firstly. And also, I was practicing Chopin, I was practicing Rachmaninoff, and I feel like, I just love those like really chromatic, scales, like beautiful line, melodic stuff. So I created that part first. And then I talked to Jung Yen, the violinist, and then I was going to create a piece more like super rhythmic and loud and fast, that kind of music. And then after listening to her performance, like she showed me some extended techniques, some like things she's good at. I feel like, wow, she can do really good for those lyrical lines. And I feel like, I'm going to create a piece like that more. And then that was the time also I feel like super emotional. So I think before the waltz part, I should have a struggling section, like to express my inner voice. And then I have that part. And then the last part, I already have the idea. It's like, it's more like a fighting scene for myself, a battling scene, because the title is Skyward Unchained. Right. I want to write an uplifting section, and then I bring back the first section, the struggling part at the end. But I had a description. The character, it was what is it? It's still fragile, yet determined. At the beginning, it's fragile and with quite rage. I feel like I want some change. They're the exact same note, but I want the performer to perform differently. I don't know how much they can do, but. I feel the music changed after all the process. So that's basically about the whole piece. Oh, it's kind of chaotic. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So that is really important to me as an event planner and this director of this whole thing, because I wanted exactly that collaboration where you can like hear what the performers can do, and you might have a different idea, or you might have an inspiration from the performers, right? So that's what happened. I'm very glad to hear that.
Yeah, and I work with Dasam too, and her performance is also like, she told me she liked all those like fast notes. That's how I composed the second section, with all those like sparkling things.
I'm so glad that you guys met and like you guys can collaborate together.
Yeah, because I know them before. Like after we got this collaboration, I just scheduled a coffee with them already, so I know their ability, and then like like working with all those music, like try the music with them. I feel like I know them better, so I revise all the music based on their ability, and they're so much better than I thought, because I remember you said you don't work with contemporary music a lot, but I feel like they're so good on everything.
So, remember when I asked you if you can write something with a narrative, and then your answer was like, you generally don't, but you can, right? So, explain to the public your just general thoughts on those music with narrative and without narrative. So why do you generally don't?
Because I'm a composer, I'm also like I'm a musician. I don't really much care about program notes. You know, it's like when I go to a show, I just want to listen to the music. I don't really much care what is this symphony about. You know, but some people do, of course, and but I just don't. You know, I just writing this piece just reminds me of like the time I worked with one of the professors at ECCM, and he always wanted to push me to write something slow pacing and melodic music. I just feel like I just can't do it. And then after the last 2 years, I have a lot of struggle time, you know, because I don't have to say more. It's just like really hard time for me. I just feel like, oh wow, right now I have a lot of things to express. I feel like before that, my life was so straightforward, just working hard in my career for my career and go to festival, go to shows, writing music. And my life was simple. And then after the last 2 years, I feel like I have like life experience other than like just simple life. I have something to say now. So that's how I compose this piece. It's just something it urged me to do, you know. I feel like that's the difference. Like a showpiece, they're always cool, you know, it can always get a lot of applause. But I feel like you can't move people. You know, at least it don't move me. But you know, but this piece, when I listen to the MIDI playback, I cried with it all the time. I feel like it moved me.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I know. I just feel like that never happened before, and that's something my undergraduate teacher like told me. You have to write something actually move people, touch people. I don't get that because you know you can't win competition by those kind of music. You know, as a young composer, I feel like that's the most important thing. You know, get recognized. But right now, I feel like I don't need that anymore. I just need myself, you know, to express my inner voice, and I feel like I achieved that. I feel like it's like a personal growth something.
Wow. I feel like I just witnessed your artistic change
I think so.
from
Yeah.
this piece. Oh, that's so meaningful.
When did I get this collaboration with the commission? It was January something.
Yeah, January.
Yeah, January. December was the time my whole life changed drastically, and then just by 1 month, I feel like that was the month I was thinking. I was just like trying to settle down myself, and then I started to compose by February and finished that by March, and that's the whole process. I feel like because my life changed and I have a lot different thing in my mind, so that's. And then I feel like that's something really interesting because my life actually affect my musical style. That's pretty cool.
And then as a composer, where do you take inspirations?
Where do I take inspirations? Before this piece, I don't have that. I can definitely say my music was always so rhythmic and loud and fast because that's what people always told me. You know, if you want to get more applause, just write it super cool. And then I'll just like make a cool title and then use ChatGPT to write me a program note. And that's all what I always do. And people always believe in that because my idea was like people have different interpretation. You know, it's like Symphony Number 5, like Beethoven's music. And how do you interpret that? You know, you have everybody listens to the music, you know, differently. So why I have to put a meaning for my music? And I feel like I don't need someone to relate to that, or like you can just relate to that by yourself. But this piece is more like I want to write my own story, and people who have the same experience will just understand me. I feel like that's a different understanding for music right now.
Wow.
That's a different approach.
Yeah, it's certainly very different. Are you okay with the ChatGPT part going out to social media or not?
Oh yeah, of course. I always do that. That's kind of like, I mean, I like to do that because before that, I always, you know, when people ask me to talk about myself, my music, I always put that on. It's kind of like a standalone comedy show. People like that actually. Yeah, I know people like
so
that. And
they're so funny. Yeah, the showy, flashy, fast, rhythmic piece will get more applause. That part resonate with me because as a young musician, when I was younger, in like undergrad, people always will pick their competition piece, Prokofiev
Yeah.
list, Rachmaninoff, right? Because there are more notes, it's faster. But I always loved Brahms. And I couldn't compete with Brahms. And even if you do, it's very like personal satisfaction, and you're not going to get results because the judge will pick the Russian pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, and also I feel like it's the age thing. I'm 30 now. I feel like when I was young, I loved Liszt. I love like all those fast Prokofiev. I played a lot of sonatas. Also, all my colleagues during that age, they love it. And also that's why we love Yu Jiawang and Lang Lang, because they always program their music like that, right? But right now I feel like listening to Bach, sitting here listening to Bach's music, it's just so chill. And I don't know what he's writing. Like, I don't know the meaning of the music, but I just feel like all the notes, it's just so beautiful, so relaxing. I feel like that's the age thing.
Yeah, I feel like
young.
Baroque music cleanse me. It feels like I'm doing a detox every Sunday morning when I have that radio on. Do you know what I'm talking about? The NPR Early Morning Sunday. They always have this Baroque music. And I feel so good like listening to it. I feel clean listening to Baroque music.
Totally understand that.
Yeah, that's so cool. So your primary instrument is piano?
It's guitar, actually.
Oh, right. You told me that.
Guitarist. Yeah.
But you do play. You just told me that you were playing Chopin.
Yeah, because I have to teach piano now, and I feel like my students are pretty good, so I have to pick up like all my piano thing. I was playing the Chopin Opus 10 number 1 now, the C major etude, and also one of the Prokofiev 3. I just want to pick up all the thing I've worked before, and so I can teach them. It's just relaxing when I just sit on the piano and just playing something after the class, because I have like 2 minutes gap sometimes. I just want to do something. Yeah,
how do you compose? I know some composers do write from MIDI. I know some composers compose from the piano. I'm curious, how you start? Do you use paper?
Yes. That's the opening theme for the piece. Yeah, and for this piece, I basically just play everything and then write it down, with the piano over there. Because normally I don't. Normally I would just, my composition process is normally I'll sing a rhythm. I'll be like da 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 with all the syncopation, and I'll think about the orchestration, where the music the instrument should be, and then I'll think about pitch organization. I start with the rhythm. That's why my music was like that before, super loud and super rhythmic. And this piece I start with piano here. I was kind of like really insecure because I feel like that just piano playing a chord over here. Is that okay? Is that enough? I feel like, do I need to put some articulation over here? Do I need a slur here? I know I don't need anything. I just need a pure notes here. But I just feel so weird. There's nothing there. And there's no like fast, like 16 notes. I was being insecure when I was writing this.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I have to ask my friends. I was like, for this page, I have nothing but just like some chords. Is that okay? And my friends was like, yeah, this is the best part because you were so loud everywhere and you just need something like that.
Yeah, we always love holding chords.
Oh, yeah. And that's what he said. And he said, if you give them like pure chords with just like simple dynamic, they will think about it. Like the pianist will think about how they process all those chords actually. Instead of like put a lot of accent, a lot of like notes, they just like play blandly like Prokofiev. You don't have to think much. You just make it cool. But for like simple chords, you have to think.
Yeah.
I feel the energy now. I just never thought about that.
Oh, that's cool. I feel like now that I like know a little more about the second one, because like when you first sent it to me, I just looked at it. I didn't listen to the MIDI file. I was on travel, so I just looked at it, and it looks a lot different than what you sent me the first one, the 8-minute one. Or can you compare those two?
Yes. So for the first part, mostly because the deadline, I have to catch the deadline, so I have to give you something. So I didn't finish it. And also, you know, as I said, the music is just getting larger and larger. And it wasn't like that before. I didn't plan to have that. I actually didn't plan the whole first section at all. But when I finished all my, like for my second section, I feel like, oh, I shouldn't start music like that. I need something super personal at first. You know, just like piano play a few notes and the violin just like respond to the notes. I want that section. So, and the last section, you know, without the first section, the last section should be shorter. And right now, if I have like a huge first section, and then I have to enlarge everything then to make the proportion correct. That's why the piece sounds different, and yeah, that's the reason.
Oh, I see.
Because I was getting emotional writing the piece.
Are you happy with the outcome, the second one?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, good. Yeah, I heard a little bit about the rehearsal or something, the meeting that you guys had for this revision. Did they happen before? Like this kind of question and answer and doing revision and not...
Normally it happened during the rehearsal, not during the composition process. So this is pretty cool because I got advice while I'm still composing the piece. So because once you finish the piece, I just feel like I have no motivation to revise it at all. Because you already performed it and that's how it goes, you know, just stick with the version you have already. Yeah. So I really admire people like Prokofiev or like Lees, those people like write a piece 10 years before and then after 10 or 20 years trying to revise the old piece. That's crazy. I can't do that.
Being a perfectionist and like, oh, I don't like it.
No.
So once you have it out there, you just leave it.
Normally, yeah, because, you know, people's mind just change all the time. My music doesn't sound like this piece doesn't sound like the piece I sent to you at all, right? Like the old pieces. And I'm pretty sure in 5 years, my music is gonna be different again. And I feel like if I don't have the same idea or mind or like everything, I can't just revise a piece. It's gonna be a different piece, isn't it?
So you would rather just like produce another piece. Right.
I guess so. Because I see my music as diary. It's just like, you know, I just keep to record my life. They're like how I think about myself, like what am I think about? Because I feel like all those cool music from before, I can just make something make it like better. But I feel like that's just there. You know, it's just me that time. Just leave it there.